Hello, I'm Dr. Margaret. I'd like to share something with you. When I first came to this country, I was already an established medium in England. What that meant was that I was able to channel spirit entities. In those days, we had to be able to surrender our bodies and be in a trance state, which meant that many entities from history could come through me and speak to people. Some of those people were spirit friends, family members, and some of them were famous people. Well, I was used to doing it, Americans weren't, so everybody wanted to see what could be done, and we British, English people, in other words, would come over and show how it was done. Well, one of the people I never knew about was Cornelius Tacitus, who lived in the Roman times after the Crusades, in other words, the times when Rome had fallen and there'd been a revolution and they'd gone out into the world to try and conquer everything and fallen back on their own energy. And during that time, Cornelius recorded how it was in those days. So it's thanks to him that we have a lot of information about Rome. What I didn't know in those days was that he was a very informative man. Not only was he an historian, but he was also very aware of the changes and transformations of the psychology, of the amazing ability of humans to transform in times of peril. So when he began to speak through me, he began to give messages that were far beyond the Roman ways of life. Now, after all these years, I have decided to include his words in my book that's coming out soon. I'll tell you about that later. But first I'd like to read to you some parts of what he said. This information was channeled December the 15th, 1987. So I'm going to read this to you. Not all of it, but parts of it that are relative to the changes that are happening in America and which will, of course, go vibrating around the world to affect other people in other countries. And it begins this way. You know, it is important that you understand that nothing is important. Things that you hold on to now, they are important to you. But tomorrow, I see that you will find them as cobwebs of memories that have passed away. In the way of the Indian, the Roman, and Greek, that philosophy is beheld to allow the warrior within to be as creative as he can. By this we mean, what you connive and fight for today, work with as valuable, can tomorrow be obsolete, cast aside. Then he goes on to talk about the various aspects of human nature. In a summation here of this part, I will say that he says it's important that we understand and accept the changes on the earth, that many of those changes may be traumatic, they may create panic, and we must have courage to face this. He then says, it is therefore impossible for us to help you clear all these negative things and to begin to understand that through those negative things that we will learn and grow. He points out how things that we know will change. Our oceans will change, our weather will change, and that many of the records that we've kept through time will reveal that these changes are apparent and upon us. And he says that it is better that we do not know all the events, but rather that we integrate and learn through them. He also pointed out how oil, he called it liquid gold, would be the focus and would be the cause of troubles, and that we should understand that mass control that we would try and control many things, and that we would learn that these are the hard ways to learn. In terms of his predictions, he never said this would happen. He simply said it is most likely to happen. And now here I am all these years later reading his words and seeing and understanding exactly what he meant as a result of the things that have happened in the past 20 years. So here is the part that I wish to read you and share with you with. My question to all, to the people of America, is this. Let's see. You are a nation of all races. You are a people who are true and strong to your identity and your homeland. Can you see yourselves as a nation of leaders who can stay in your own space? Do not look to the rest of the world to try and control it. Instead, look to your own country. Nurture it. Let it be a power. Let it be the country that shows the example of man in true unity. While other nations squabble amongst themselves, let your nation be seen as the one that is truly in complete harmony, sharing all activities, be they monetary, be they agricultural, be they judicial, etc. Let your goals be common unity in all you do. Let the world look upon this nation as the leader. By being the leader, when other nations come to you and ask for help, you can be benevolent. You can help, but do not try to control. They will not listen, and it will only create more troubles on the borders. Be the leaders. Be the first to go to the heavens. Be the first to show truth, unity of peace in your land. Let the white man lay down with the black. Let the yellow know the red. Let it be uniform. Let it be one. Build this nation. Let it be proud. Let it be noble. Let it be king among others. It will only be this when you keep your affairs internally. I, the historian, give you my opinion. Heed my warning. I have included his words in my book, Journey into an Unknown World, The Way to Oneness. The Way to Oneness was originally published in German and was the first book to go into East Berlin. It will teach you a great deal if you're interested in understanding the evolution of each individual in a spiritual sense. Lots of meditations, lots of information about many different things. But for today, I want to just share with you his words and how relevant they are to the occurrences that have happened over the past few years. And now that the president is going on in this newfound strength that most Americans have to rebuild this country, I am inviting you once again to listen to Cornelius Tacitus' words that were spoken so long ago and which now are truth. You know they are. You've seen what's happened. So I reach out to you and I say, everything begins with you at home. You must take care of your children. You must love, honor, respect them for the differences. Teach them to understand how psychic they are and how creative they are, and allow them to grow in a world that will become beautiful once again. So until then, I'm going to share this and hope you will all share it with other people so that his words, not mine, remember, his words, Cornelius Tacitus' words, will go around the world and hopefully America will become the model that he foresees. Thank you for listening.